Hi, and good morning. My name is Freddie Drennan, and I'm a data scientist. Um, so I really enjoy working with Postgres and Redshift in general, and I like to have it on my local machine. Um, one benefit is just that you can, share data sets between projects and, have a way of dealing a little bit less with, CSV files everywhere. So if you're interested in learning more about Docker and Postgres, this will get you started. I've created a Docker Compose file, which will allow you to launch Postgres, and then a little script that will help you get connected. So in the directory that you have this file, it's a pretty simple command to run. And before we run it, so if you're on Ubuntu, I'm pretty sure you'll install Docker and Docker Compose using your apt-get commands, or just check out their website. They'll tell you how to do it. And then with Mac, you'll download a package from Docker, and then it will have Docker and Docker Compose within that package. So in your directory that you have the Docker Compose YAML file, you can just run Docker Compose up and then -d for detach, and this will go ahead and get Postgres running. It's that's the great thing about Docker, right? Is that it's supposed to be really easy to launch and clean up. So here we're grabbing the image, and then it's going to load and start running on our computer. All right, so now we've got it running. So the example.r file will go ahead and tell you how to get connected. So these are the connection parameters that I'd created. We're going to create a table and then insert iris into it using the connection. And then we're going to insert it and then grab data from the Postgres container. So now you're running dplyr server side with Postgres. So it's that simple. If you want to stop the container, you can run Docker Compose down. If you're on a Mac, what I do know is that if you start and stop Docker, the container will go ahead and launch and remain running. But if you don't want the container to run, then you could run Docker Compose down. A couple commands: Docker image ls. So this is the image that we have here. Docker volume ls. This is the volume. This is that persistent storage that we created. And then Docker container ls, which there's not a container running currently. Okay, yeah, Docker image ls. So in order to remove the container, we can say Docker image rm f88, which is, you just have to give a couple numbers here, and then Docker volume ls, Docker volume, Docker. You have to write the entire volume name out. Pull Postgres here. Yeah, Docker system prune. I don't know if we're going to get anything back. I think that's pretty much cleaned up. Yep. So yeah, that's how you do it. And then if you wanted to install Docker again, then just run Docker Compose up. Otherwise, generally speaking, what you would do is you would write Docker Compose up, and then if you want to start, actually let me show you this real quick. So Docker Compose up. All right, so now, not that way. We need to do detach. Won't let me do it. It's okay. So one thing about running these commands is you definitely have to run them within the folder that your Docker file exists within. So I'm going to see if I can go ahead and close this. This is why we have to run detach, right? Close terminal, terminate, yes. Terminal, Docker, compose, I don't think Docker is actually, okay, yeah, it's okay. Docker compose up detach. All right, so see, we just started it. We can again connect because we've already inserted that table, and then go grab. Oh my goodness, it's because I deleted everything, right? All right, so we have our table here. What happens if I move out of this project? Well, I can't. There's no Docker file within this file path, so I need to Docker compose down. See, I can run it in that folder. It assumes that you're in that folder whenever you're running that command. So that's just kind of something that's good to know. So it's running, and then now it's stopped. But generally speaking, you would just you could just do Docker compose up and just leave it that way unless you're doing something and you don't want Postgres running in the background. Yeah, that's it. All right, hope this was helpful.